Looking at Colorado versus UCLA. The Buffs up against the Bruins here. You know, controversial, dare I say, to do this here, but we gave you Colorado in this one, Chris. Talk to me a little bit about Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes in this one.
I love how you gave me Colorado. My love for them runs very deep for a lot of years, even being back in the Big 12 days. Colorado's 4-3. Unfortunately, they're 1-3 in conference. How do they rebound after a bye week after what happened in that Friday night game? I believe it was against Stanford. 29-point lead blown to one of the worst teams in the Power Five, if not the worst team in the Power Five or whatever. I don't know. I just saw a stat today. Colorado is dead last in defense. Christian, UCLA, and you're going to touch on them here in a second. Yep. I'm going to be very short with Colorado because I've said a lot of things about Colorado. I think we've been right about Colorado most of the year for the most part. This team is going to have to score points. UCLA's defense is elite. They are very, very good this year. I don't think Colorado can make the changes in this game overnight, even after a bye week, to try to shut down UCLA. They played some good teams Colorado has this year. They played some bad teams. It really doesn't matter, a la Colorado State, Stanford. People score on them at will, other than my team, Nebraska, who put up 14. It's Shedeur Sanders, I think, needs to play better. I would say his stats, his numbers look amazing, absolutely. But he's had some games where he's made some crucial turnovers. Edwards has ran the ball well enough, but they don't run the ball predominantly. They got a ton of talent at wide receiver. But this, to me, against UCLA and just this particular matchup at UCLA, the defense has to show up. And I don't even know what you want to say has to show up. Can they hold UCLA under 30? I doubt it. I want you to talk about UCLA and the Bruins here, Christian and Chip Kelly.
Well, UCLA, I mean, the thing that surprised me the most is how good they've been defensively, it seems like, all year. Their defense has kind of carried them right now, that 5-2 mark. And Dante Moore, he's a true freshman coming into the Pac-12. Now, we'll touch on that in a second. He's made his fair share of mistakes. Obviously, as you can see, he's thrown 7 interceptions, right? He's a freshman. He's a 5-star guy that you let him live and you let him play. Speaking of which, they've turned it over to Ethan Garbers pretty much. He looks to be their guy. Chip Kelly, I was reading it before we got on here. They asked him why he benched Dante Moore, and it was just because, he didn't practice, because I guess he was banged up or something like that, so he didn't get a chance to practice a lot. And unfortunately, that's football, right? That's sports. If you don't practice, sometimes that's gonna give way to your competition. And Garbers went out, and he was the guy that started the year off for him, gave way to Moore, and since then he's come back in and he's looked pretty good. And I don't think he's going to give the job away unless Colorado comes in and they light up that defense, and somehow Garbers, completely just throws it to the other side, right? I mean, this is quintessential Colorado time right here, right? We're down on Colorado. We're counting them out. They've had a bye week to kind of reset it. Everyone's rooting against them, basically. Everyone's already dogging on them, saying, hey, 83% of the country is saying they're not going to win this one. This, to me, kind of feels like a situation where Colorado can probably, on the road, come in and pull off an upset. Not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying that's the feel that I'm getting from it here, Chris. I'll give you my prediction with it, though. All that being said, I do think UCLA's defense is pretty good. Give me Colorado 14, UCLA 28.
Like it. So you got a little bit lower scoring game than I do. I have UCLA putting up some points in this one. So I have, as it reads, I have Colorado at 24. I have UCLA at 35.